Andrew McCart, IFLTV. I'm here with Brandon Scott. Brandon, you just told me that you've got a little bit of Scottish blood. That's why you're hard as fuck.
That's why I'm the baddest nerd on the planet. That's why I'm hard as fuck. It's because I've got Scottish in me. That's why I'm a bonfire.
Exactly, that's facts. Listen, we can joke about it, but that's probably the truest thing you've ever said.
Yeah, well, even my name, Brandon Scott. Scott. Yeah, Scottish. But from the Shetland Islands part of Scotland. So, big up Scotland. And it's ironic, the guy I thought was from Scotland. So it was like, Scotland.
He's from Inverness, so he's up in the Highlands as well.
Is it really? So proper route? Oh, okay. So it's Scott versus Scott.
Yes,
The Scott won.
Listen, you came out to the ring walk to Deadpool, like we just saw there, to Baby, I don't know if it was NSYNC or Boyzone or whatever the heck boy band it was, but you'd done it, and you still put the fight of your life on. You fought amazingly up until the head clash.
Yeah, it's a bit gutting, but I'm very lucky that, like I said to you the other day, that I was bullied so bad when I was younger for being obese. I had Tourette's syndrome, obesity. I used to get tortured. So I've developed over the years to have such thick skin and deal with like pressure of things. Things don't really affect me. Nothing external really affects me now. So like I was doing, I'm not gonna lie. When I was doing that dance, you know, when I did the end bit, and I shook my ass. I went bang. Yeah. As I was walking to the ring, I did think, if I lose this fight, I am never gonna be able to show my face anywhere ever again. I'm going to have to go and like live in a cave because I'm not going to live this down. So maybe it was the added pressure of, you can't lose this. You're literally fighting for your life here. But when I was in there, I'm cool as a cucumber. My first southpaw, and a step, you know the guy. He's only lost to the same guy.
Dylan Arbuckle, yeah.
Yeah, for the Scottish and the Celtic title. That was a title level opponent.
And the first fight against Dylan Arbuckle was probably, you could argue it was a small hall fight of the year, and he gave it to Dylan in the second fight, so you done very well.
Yes, that's what I mean. It was a step up for me. It was a step up I want, because I want to show people that I'm not just someone who dances to NSYNC in a Deadpool costume.
It was NSYNC, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But I'll be honest, I've never listened to NSYNC once in my
life.
I swear on my life I haven't. I don't know who NSYNC is, but I know the film Deadpool. I was watching Deadpool in the cinema, and he's doing this dance, and he's going, bye, 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 and he's doing all this. And I was watching it, and I was like, I want to do that. I was like, that's my next ring walk.
So what goes through your head? So you're watching all this like comic book stuff, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna walk to the ring as Deadpool and shake my ass on live TV.
Yeah. Why the hell? Do you know what I think the big problem is these days? Everyone takes things too serious. Like, everyone's commented. I had a quick glimpse of the comments on the social media video, and everyone's like, oh, this kid gets knocked out. He's never going to be able to show his face. And I was joking about it, but does it really matter? Nobody wants to have fun anymore. Everyone's too serious. If I want to dress up as a Deadpool costume and dance and shake my ass on TV, it's not bothering you. I'm just doing it to have fun. If you want to do that, do it. You haven't got to like me. I say that all the time. You haven't got to like me. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. You're wrong, but, you know, you haven't got to like me. And that's the beautiful thing is I'm just having fun. I take nothing in life serious, but that's my best trait is I take nothing serious. You can ask my mother, ask my father, I'm terrible.
You take boxing serious, surely?
Other than boxing. But even in the gym, I'm kind of, you see some people say, like, nah, when I'm in training camp, I like to lock down and be, nah. Not me. I do my training. I take my training very seriously. But afterwards,
you do think serious. You do take things serious.
You can, yeah. I'll be honest. I tried to scrape my way out of that. I've contradicted myself. Let me just rewind. Rewind. I only take boxing seriously. Only boxing seriously. Other than that, I don't take nothing seriously. In serious situations, I'm terrible. Honestly, I'll make a joke in a place I really shouldn't make a joke. It's just how I react to like nervous and serious situations. I can't do it. But other than that, I take boxing very seriously.
You're probably the only person in boxing right now in the world that's you. That's like you. That has this sort of quirky comic book, nerdy, funny. I'm trying to think of stuff to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. You're probably the only one in the world that brings this sort of to the ring.
Yeah, well, like I said, why not? It's never been done before. But I'm not doing the gimmicks just to get numbers. I'm doing it because I like it. I was doing it on the small hall shows. My debut, I walked out as Darth Vader to the Imperial March. The second time I did it, and I used a lightsaber with the money I made from my first fight.
My lightsaber.
No, this is my lightsaber. It's the one I'm going to kick your ass with when I get you yours. That's the lightsaber. But that's what I mean. Everyone's too serious. Just have a laugh. It's all.
People that have watched this interview and haven't watched the other interview that we had, there's a story behind this. You're fighting Liverpool, I think it was it? Or Manchester? Manchester. You were going to Disneyland or Disney World a couple of days after your fight, and you said, I'm going to bring you back a lightsaber, Andrew. Mark my words. I did this. I promise you this, that, and the next thing. I'm going to bring you a lightsaber. You can put this on camera. And I did. I put it on camera, put it on my social medias. Months and months went by. Had to bump into you at a press conference for your next fight. Still no lightsaber.
Oh, you're looking so smug right now. Let's see if he puts it on his socials when I get him a lightsaber. I've just been paid. You're getting that lightsaber. I've got 2
pages already.
No, but you know what I mean. Stop making me contradict myself, will you? God, just let me have my moment. I'm injured. But I'm going to get you a lightsaber, and we're going to have that duel. It's going to be majestic. But you mentioned that Manchester fight, and I just want to say that was a hard fight. And I was beaten and bruised after it. And I know a lot of people after my fights usually that they're trying to interview me, and like there's certain people that I know, and like they seen me and like they didn't. It was almost like I lost. They'd make eye contact with me and they'd look at the floor and they'd leave. But I got to give Andrew McCart, I got to give a big shout out to you, because you were the only one. You came backstage just to see me, to make sure I was okay. You didn't ask for an interview. You just came to ask if I was okay, and I'll always appreciate you for that. And I mean it. Things like that go a long way. And seriously, you're a good guy, Andrew McCart, one of the very good guys in boxing, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that, man. That was nice words. I do appreciate that, because I like you. You're a cool kid, right? You might not have had the word cool thrown at you today, but you're a cool kid, and I do like you.
I have never had the word cool thrown at me. I'm wearing a Marvel t-shirt. I've never had the word cool thrown at me in my lifetime.
Listen, well, what's next for you then? Obviously, tough opponent in Callum Turnbull there, Southpaw. You've ticked that box. You've ticked the box going through adversity with the head clash and stuff like that. So what is next for you going forward?
Well, it's just one fight at a time. Like I've obviously got to let this heal now. I probably have to take the rest of the year out from fighting, But I'm going to work on my craft. Just like of this, doesn't mean I can't train. So I'm going to go back to the gym and I'm going to work on the things I did wrong. But
Cool scar.
Like I said, I've had the operation on my hand, right? Can't close my fingers. Spock. I've now got this Harry Potter. Honestly, I'm getting some cool ass scars. If I ever see a shark in the water, I'm going to test my luck. I'm like, do you know what? This could go really cool. I'm either going to get a really cool scar or I'm going to lose an arm. But something, the way it's going right now, I'll risk it. But one fight at a time. He is a title level operator now, and I beat him. So I now know I'm on that level, but it's about taking the right steps at the right time. So we're going to progress as we need to, and I feel like I've got the world at my feet right now. But I also need to be not sensible, because you couldn't pick a worse word to use to describe me, but I also need to think logically. I'm not going to fight for a world title right now, although would I fancy my chances against a Norway? Fuck yeah. But but it's about taking the right...
Nui, did you say?
I knew he.
A Norway?
Everyone calls him a Norway, but I'm Welsh. I call him a Nui. People laugh at me.
Well, I've been saying a Nui.
It must be a Celt thing saying a Nui. All right then, well, I'm saying a Nui. Well, I know. But I'm not going to fight him next. But to take the right steps at the right time. So you've made me contradict myself so much in this interview.
I'm kicking your ass right now.
I'm getting my ass handed to me. It's the worst than what I had in the rings. But
there's 2 Scotsmen you've dealt with today.
That's beat the first Scots guy, but the second Scots guy, he's got a bit too much for me. I'm not going to lie. He's got a bit too much for me. But like I said, right fights, right time. Titles are now, I now know I'm that level. I've got the confidence on that level, so we can go discuss as the team. I'm in the new Steel City gym now.
No better team behind you than Mr. Sonny Edwards, you know what I mean?
I've now got Sonny Edwards, who's teaching me the little steps, helping me with loads. I've got my coach in Piers Goodjohn. I've got Grant Smith. I've got Dalton. Everyone in the gym giving me advice. Thomas just fought yesterday for the European title. It's such a good gym. Such a good gym. But it feeds off on you. As you've got Sonny there, who's now fighting Galal in one of the biggest fights of the year, biggest domestic dust-up. And I'm around all that, and I'm so grateful. I think I'm very grateful. I'm not going all hippie, like I said the other day. I'm not going transparent. I'm not going transparent. Yeah, I
said translucent.
I said translucent last time, yeah. I'm not going transparent, but what I am doing is I'm getting grateful for life. There's always someone worse off than you, so I'm learning how to appreciate the little things. So I'm very happy right now to be stood in the building talking to you, have a great win. I'm going to go and have the fattest pizza I've ever eaten in my life right now. And guess what? It's going to taste fucking delicious. I don't have to, but I want to, okay?
There we go, listen. Brandon, absolutely loved You're a different interview. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I ask boxing questions. Do you know what I mean? It just goes on. I contradict you, I kick your ass, and I think that's going to be a theme now. I'm going to kick your ass every interview. How's that?
Brandon
I'm gonna
Scott.
bring you back down to earth. See, when you win your world title and you've gone up here and you're like, oh, I'm a world champion, I'll just bring you back down. I'll bring you back down to this little nerdy kid that you are.
I like that. You're the man that's going to humble me, keep me in check. Okay, I like it. We're going to start a fight series, Brandon versus Andrew. I love it.
Exactly. Like this is. We'll start with a duel.
It's not. This ain't no joke.
I'm like trash talking you right now because this is a real fight that's happening.
Mate, it's on like Donkey Kong. It's about to go down. You're getting that lightsaber. I may look a bit messed up now. Wait till you see what I do to Andrew.
Brandon, listen. Love you, my man. Listen, I appreciate you too, my brother. Listen, enjoy the rest of your night and go and get that big fat pizza.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.